My eyebrows look good. Sometimes they do. Now, I think I'm gonna switch up my do. It's been 3 weeks since my launch of my ebook.
Taste as you cook. Don't worry about the spills. MMTD got you.
It happened. I didn't post about it here because I am a one-woman team. Can I just say that? Yes. I'm currently a 1 plus another team, but I'm pretty much like the leader, the general. Most of the work has been shared to equally balance the team, right? So it's been overwhelming. I mean, I'm like completely blown away with how the Throwdown lovers have come through for me. Like beyond blown away. I'm so thankful for how everybody has come through, especially since I had set a goal, I surpassed it, so that feels really good. And I'm glad that I've tested it out in Kenya so far, and I'm noticing how to work around it. Soon we're going to be integrating how you can be able to purchase the book based on wherever you are in the world. So we're currently working on that, but in the meantime, I've been squealing. I've been so happy. I've been over the moon, you know, essentially because I always wanted to have a book like this when I started my journey. I'm so glad that I've had a chance to share my journey, the things that I've learned, the hacks that I've taught myself, or rather I have learned as well in the ebook. So you can go ahead and check it out. It's only retailing for $4.99. It's literally such a great guide to be honest. No humble brag or anything. It's just a great labor of love from me. Your reviews have been absolutely amazing. You can go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I do share a ton of the reviews. Now, for the longest time, people have always asked me like a couple of questions. What diet are you on? Do you hate eating carbs? Do you have to track your calories? I answered a lot of those questions in the ebook, but I do want to say, when I start my day, I know I have to eat 1,300 calories, but that's specific to me based on what my nutritionist and my trainer gave me, being Shiv. I've put you guys onto this. So I usually tend to start my mornings having Weetabix and eggs, super basic. Sometimes I do switch it up. However, if I have to go, that is what I'm gonna go ahead and have. So I'm gonna show you guys what I had for breakfast this morning as I get ready to answer a lot of your questions that you've asked me over time about food in this video. Right at this moment, I am just about to head out to Java, mainly because there's no power at home. So as I check into Java, I'm gonna be showing you what I whip up for breakfast. Super simple and easy.
I usually start things off by getting onto my app. Now, I'm currently eating 1,300 calories. However, I just want to say this, guys, please, pretty please, go to nutritionist, pay that $2,500 that Shiv usually asks me in order to really know what you need to be eating, because that's the best way you'll be able to know. So now for my breakfast, I'm just gonna be having some Weetabix. I usually tend to have it all the time. It's kind of like my lazy go-to meals, and I'm pretty much gonna have milk with it, 8 ounces. And I'm gonna be using honey today because I feel like I'm gonna have like some pineapple juice maybe, and I know that's definitely gonna eat into my sugar. So
or I just finished having a snack actually as I was doing a little bit of work, and I just wanted to get into your questions. First up was, what diet do you use? Well, I count my calories. It's basically if it fits my macros. Honestly, food is quite difficult for some people to understand, and it took me like a couple of months to really grasp it. And 3 years later, I see food, I see numbers, I understand what I need to be eating and what not to be eating, but that comes with time. Question number 2, what app do you use to track your food? I use MyFitnessPal. I've mentioned it before. I will link it. However, here's the thing. It is pointless for you to get onto an app without someone to guide you. Shiv charges a consultation fee of $2,500. That price is subjected to change. whenever it changes. And as a result, he can be able to exactly measure you, weigh you, know what your goal is, and put it into the app, and you just need to eat according to those calories he's put in there. Another question that I got was, honestly, Mandi, I'd really love to start clean eating, but it's so expensive. And I have something to say to that. Honestly, clean eating is not expensive. I clean eat on a budget, an affordable budget. I believe that any food journey you decide to take, be it keto, be it vegan, be it vegetarian, that you should really pick a nutritional diet that will be sustainable for your lifestyle, so that even when you go out or when you go visit friends and family, you'll be able to eat without feeling like people need to accommodate you all the time. Like, oh, you know, I can only eat fats. Then understand what fats you need to be eating and just eat that. I think the biggest disservice that we do for ourselves, for our lives, and I used to be one of those people, was I would always say, I'll just skip and then like monitor what I eat and everything will be fine. You're lying to yourself. I used to do that. It is the biggest form of lie. It is the biggest form of disservice you are doing to yourself, because understanding food is a great part of your life, because you're investing into your health. You're understanding what you're putting into your temple. So the sooner you get over that hump of thinking, oh my God, if I eat just like one potato and like, let's say, 2 pieces of meat with a little bit of meat, then I'll be fine. Maybe you're under eating, maybe you're overeating. To be honest, that's why I encourage for everybody to go see a nutritionist or someone within their area who can be able to guide them to get them to a great relationship with food, where they absolutely understand that the food you eat needs to have a purpose to nourish you in the correct type of way. And that's why I'm able to eat a burger if it fits my macros. You know, I just know that probably I won't be able to eat as much throughout the day, because eating one burger covers for a lot of meals, you know, and that is something I had to learn based on the ingredients that are put within the burger. Another thing that I have to say, if you are the type of person who's buying shots, you know, spending money frivolously, but you just can't find yourself to buying like just more sweet potatoes or maybe brown rice, maybe you just need to reevaluate your lifestyle and your choices. Because it's not to say that it's not that I am saying that you shouldn't go out and have a drink, have like a cheeky dessert and all of that. I believe in the 80-20 rule. 80% eat clean so that your 20% won't be as hard, and you can be able to eat a cupcake any time of the week and not feel as guilty. I hate that we eat a cupcake and then we start thinking, oh my God, I just outworked all this work that I've done. Nah, like if you're being diligent 80% of the time, having that cupcake won't even hurt. It's time for me to head to work. I can't wait to come back home because I feel like I'm gonna be getting my delivery today. Jumia has been promising me a delivery. I'm excited to get it, but let's start heading to work.
Fuck being on some chill shit. We go 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bill shit. And I don't feel that shit, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your work, nigga. My actions being louder than my words, nigga. How you sold, I been still sold down to earth, nigga. Niggas wanna do it, we can do it on they turf, nigga. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie in the vet. Shout out to the bitches out here holding down the set.
Well, air frying, of course, everybody knows it's such a great way to be able to achieve what you want to eat without deep frying. So I usually just place my wings in there, and then I'm just gonna go in with just a little bit of oil. Like literally like even a 1/4 tablespoon, mainly because the chicken wings are very oily, so they'll render their own fat. Now I'm just gonna turn this off. For those who may ask, I use a DeLonghi multi-fry multi-cooker. Now it can be able to cook a bunch of things. It even has an app. I got it at Hotpoint. I will link it down below. Cook it with both the bottom and the top heat. This is for the heat at the top, and this is for the heat at the bottom. And I'm just gonna set this to about 2 today. And then I'm gonna set a timer of 25 minutes. So it's been 25 minutes. I'm just gonna flip over these wings. As you can see, they're getting crispy nicely and they're not oily because, again, because chicken wings have their own fat, wings have a lot of fat, you're better off just like cooking it with little to no oil. So I'm just gonna flip them over and then let them get crispier again for like another 5 minutes before I take them out and serve.
Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you niggas and do it for myself. I go.
I have a pot with cold water. I'm just gonna place the other one on top. This is a colander. So it's gonna of course steam them, and then I'm just gonna cover it in order for the steam to soften the broccoli. It's been about 10 minutes and I'm pretty sure our broccoli is nice and soft. You can always just use a fork to check through. I kind of still like when they're slightly hard. So I'm gonna turn that off and then I'm gonna saute them. So I'm just gonna place them in a pan and then turn on the heat in order for any excess water to just like steam out before I add in some olive oil, and then I saute them with just like salt and a fireball. Once you start hearing that steaming noise, you know that the water is evaporating. We're just gonna be adding in about half a tablespoon of olive oil. I usually go very light on the salt, so this is about 2 pinches of salt. And I'm gonna be using Fireball. As you can see, it's tropical heat. You can find it in Kenya, Nairobi. If you do not have this, some freshly ground pepper is just as fine. I'm just gonna crack some of this into here. And then I'm just gonna let the magic happen in order for them to char. As you can see, when I turn them over, you can see a little bit of the charredness. That's essentially what we're looking for. So it's time for me to measure my food for lunch, and I'm looking to have 3 ounces of sweet potato fries. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place that there. Now it's always better to measure after you've already cooked your food because food shrinks, so that's 3.1 ounces. Now as for my chicken, I'm just gonna press back again the digital scale, and I just need to serve up 5.3 ounces of chicken wings. So that's 3. So that's 5.2. Now a quick hack that you could learn is if you go anywhere out to eat, if these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wings, when you go somewhere to eat, just try and have 5 wings because you can be able to input it into the app. So that's 5.2. And then lastly, I had put 25 grams of broccoli. So I'm just gonna place that there. It's even past 51, so I'm just gonna reduce this a little bit. And I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at 40 in order to just like really enjoy my meal. And I'm always okay with going over my veggies, which I really don't mind. And that's pretty much it.
I'm so high, even when I'm coming down. Texting. Nice to I
have my chicken out here. I'm gonna be marinating it with a spice rub that's already on my ebook. So you guys already saw on my last episode how I made my chicken, and I've linked it above. So we're ready to serve up the chicken. I can't wait for you guys to try this out from my ebook. I thoroughly enjoy warming my food on the stove, and I've just warmed up last night's rice. Like I'd mentioned earlier, there's a lot of leftovers that I use. So I've just warmed up last night's rice. I'm about to measure and I'm about to devour. So as per the usual, we go ahead and get ready to serve. This time we're serving in grams, and I just need to serve 127. Okay, so of course we've gone over. Perfect. And then I'm gonna go ahead and place my chicken, which is supposed to be 6 ounces. pretty much perfect. And then I'm just gonna finish off with my broccoli on the side right here. And this was broccoli that I had used for lunch, so pretty much that's it.
My stuff from Jumia arrived this morning, and I am more than elated to be doing an unboxing in my next video because it's a bunch of stuff that I actually had requested for, and they sent it over to me. So I can't wait to unbox that with you guys later and put you guys onto what I actually got. I just wanted to wrap it up by saying a couple of things. If there's one thing that I'm going to encourage any person that's out there trying to understand food or trying to have a better relationship with food is create a routine. When you create a routine, you're able to create a system that will work, that you will be able to be in tune with in order to be able to enjoy food and enjoy life without really eating all the wrong things. So create a routine. Like, that's one of the things that I did. Another thing that I usually get asked a lot is how quickly will I see results and will I be able to get abs really quickly? I think when you start your fitness and your food journey, you have like a lot of expectations of what your body can do. However, I think you should also have the reality of what your body can do. Yes, you can be extremely disciplined. However, it's all gonna be all up to you. At the end of the day, as much as people can put you on to how to eat clean, all the motivational quotes, all the workout routines, you're gonna need to get up, form a routine, completely invest in your health, get rid of all the junk food that's in your fridge. I feel like that is one way we get distracted a lot. So if your fridge is stocked with the wrong things, you're gonna get carried away. I used to always stock a lot of chicken wings instead of stocking more lean meat. And I quickly realized, like, the more I was eating chicken wings daily, chicken wings have a lot of fat. So as a result, I am eating fat, more than enough fat than I should be eating consistently. So I say switch up things that you got in your fridge, stock it more with more colorful veggies, things that will make you experiment. I know there's a lot of people who are like, I have never eaten an eggplant, I don't intend to. You're not getting any younger. I keep saying this. You gotta have fun with your food, experiment, challenge your palate, and that is the only way you'll know which spices to add to the food and everything like that. Another thing is about snacks. I think when it comes to snacks, it's all about moderation. I feel like we overdo it sometimes with snacks, especially we as women, because we like to eat a lot when we're ovulating, when we're cramping, maybe when we're on our menses, like whichever one it is, like we find ourselves over snacking. I would say replace the things that you get carried away with fruit, especially as you begin to start eating clean. Replace those things with fruit, like especially watermelon, tangerine, or even popcorn. I've talked about this in my ebook. You can peep it so you can get some more information and get some more snack ideas in that as well. I also have a baked samosa recipe on the channel that you guys can check out. All in all, I'm gonna say that in order for you to achieve any results, like I was able to achieve results in 12 weeks, is you're gonna need to be dedicated to your goal. You're gonna need to invest into your goal. If there's anything that I really challenged myself with when I started to get extremely serious with clean eating and understanding food was, this is important for me because I'm gonna be winning in life. I know I say love your body at any stage, but there's certain times that I've not loved my body at certain stages, and honestly it was just based on what I ate. And I've just created a better healthy relationship with food, and it's become super easy, super delicious for me to, you know, whip up things. And that's why I created this ebook for somebody like me who's out there who never got to really be put on how to put together stuff, in order not to just start guessing. Guessing leads you to just a rabbit hole of things that you don't know. So invest in your health. Thank you so much again from the bottom of my heart for all of you who have purchased my ebook. If you haven't yet, go ahead and purchase purchase the ebook, purchase the apron as well. And make sure to follow Miss Mandi Throwdown. There's of course sales that I'm going to be planning that are going to be coming up. Also a couple of giveaways. So I don't want you to miss out on any of that. If you do not follow me there, go ahead and do that. But until the next vlog, make sure you eat something delicious, hydrate, and invest in your health. Mwah.